Happy Monday. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Story Time. My name is Jennifer. I'm a teacher with English in the City Prato. And today is Monday. And I'm so excited that today is Monday because on Monday I get to tell a story. And I love telling stories. And I'm waiting for people to come in, people who like to listen to stories. Today is a very special day because I love telling stories, and I chose a very important story to tell you today. It's not a very happy story, but it's a story that makes you think and a story that makes you feel. So welcome everybody to Story Time this afternoon. When you join the Story Circle, hello Luana, thank you for coming today. And hello Maria, thank you so much. When you join the Story Circle, just say hello and write your name. What's your name? What's your name? My name is Jennifer. What's your name? What's your name? Say hello. Hello, Andrea. Thank you. It's actually a dragonfly. Hello, Gaia. Hello. Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited to see people joining the Story Circle today. I love telling stories and I love listening to stories. And today I have a special story for you. It's about a girl. I know who you are, Gaia. Thank you for joining the Story Circle, Gaia. Do you like stories too? I hope you do. Because today I'm a little tired. And today I'm a little sad. I chose a story that is not very happy, but it's a story that makes you think and a story that makes you feel. It's a story about a girl who finds a hole. She finds a hole. But what's strange about this hole is that it's not in the ground. It's not in the wall. The hole is in her. It's such a strange place for a hole. But sometimes all of us have them. You can't wait to hear my story. I can't wait to tell my story because it's a wonderful story. It's a story about a girl and she finds a hole. But where is the hole? The hole is in her. What do you do when you have a hole? Let's see and find out. So this is the story for today. The book is in Italian, but I tell the story in English. In her heart. Very good, Francesca. She has a hole. See, this is the girl. And this is her hole. You see that? This is the girl, and this is her hole. And it's not a small hole. It's a big hole. Because see, it's right under her chin, and it goes all the way down to her belly. She has a big hole right in the middle. But why does she have a hole? And what does she put inside? Let's see and find out. In fact, I love this book because it has amazing colors. It's a beautiful book. I mean, I know that many people like books on the computer, but I like paper books. In fact, it has that nice, it smells like paper. What do you see? What do you see? Do you see all the houses? There are a lot of houses. How many houses do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The book is titled The Hole. Very good, Gaia. Because it's a book about a girl and she finds a hole. And this is where the girl lives. She lives in a small town, but it's a town just like your town and just like my town. It wasn't very big and it wasn't very small. And the girl's name was Julie. Her name was Julie. Very good, Francesca. There are 6 houses. Her name was Julie, and she's a happy girl. You see that she plays by her house in the garden, and she has plants in front of her house, and she's happy. Julie is very happy. She was very happy until one day, she found a hole. Just one day, out of nowhere, she found a hole. Where did it come from? She doesn't know, but it's there. And it wasn't a small hole. It was a big hole. Look how big it is. You can see the city behind her. The hole is so big you can see right through Julie. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Poor Julie. And she said, why do I have this hole? And where did it come from? What does Julie do? He said that in the hole, you could see right through the hole. You could see the city behind Julie. I know, poor Julie. When it was cold, the wind would blow right through the hole. Poor Julie. You see what Julie's wearing because it's cold? She wears her scarf, her earmuffs, and her coat. When it's cold, Julie wears her scarf, her earmuffs, and her coat. But it's not enough because the wind blows right through Julie. Poor Julie. You could see the city through Julie. The wind blew through Julie. But that's not all. Oh no, that's not all. Things came out of the hole. Monsters came out of the hole. Ah! Poor Julie. Monsters would, oh, and look, they look like dragons. How many dragons do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dragons came out of the hole. That's a big, big, big hole. And the dragons came out, and what did they do? They ate everything. They ate all the bread. They ate all the apples. They ate all the bananas in Julie's house. They ate everything and left Julie with nothing. Oh no! This big, big hole, you could see the city through Julie. The cold wind blew, shh, and monsters came out. What is Julie going to do? She said, the hole is big and monsters come out. I have to put things in the hole to fill it up. So she decided to eat cupcakes. And she ate big cupcakes and small cupcakes and strawberry cupcakes, all kinds of cupcakes. And she said, if I fill the hole with cupcakes, then nothing comes out. Does it work? But the hole just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Poor Julie. You could see the city through Julie. The wind blew, shh, and Julie was cold. Monsters came out of the hole. So Julie eats cupcakes. But the hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And Julie said, that's okay. I'm going to find a tap to put in the hole, like in a bottle, like in the bathtub. And I'll just put a tap in the hole. But nothing fit. And she went to the store and she said, I need a tap to close up my hole. But she couldn't find one anywhere. And she looked everywhere for a tap. And she couldn't find the right one. She even tried to put a cat inside. A fuzzy, warm cat to fill in the hole. But eventually the cat got tired and walked away. She tried to eat candy and put presents in the hole. But the hole just got bigger and bigger. And she looks everywhere in her house. Poor Julie is getting angry. Look at Julie. She's so angry. She says, I need to find a tap for the hole because my hole is big and you can see the city through the hole. And when the wind blows, shh, I am cold and monsters come out. But she couldn't find a tap to close the hole. Poor Julie. All she could think about was the big black hole right in the middle. And it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What's Julie going to do? Julie was so sad that she started to cry. And she says, I don't want a hole. Why is this hole here? And she started to cry and she started to cry until there were no more tears left. And it was very quiet. And then Julie heard a voice. She heard a voice that said, stop. Stop looking for things to put in the hole. You look inside. Look inside and see what's there. What do you think is in the hole? I would be scared to look in the hole. I think Julie is scared too. In fact, she says, look. Look inside of me. Not look in the mirror. Don't go in the bathroom and brush your teeth and look in the mirror. No, but look inside. Let's see what Julie sees inside. She decided to take a look and see what color is the hole now. It's blue and it's very, very deep, like the sea. Like if you jump in, you could swim all the way down to the bottom. So Julie began to look and she began to listen. What does she hear inside the hole? She hears birds. Can you hear them? Shh. I can hear them. She has birds singing inside. What can she hear? I'm going to explain, Gaia. Why is there a hole? Out of nowhere, Gaia. Julie was happy, and one day she woke up and there was a hole there. It happens to all of us sometimes, where you feel a little empty. So Julie decided to look inside. And what did she hear? She heard birds. What did she see? She saw colors. What colors do you see? I see yellow. I see red. I see green. I see blue. All of these wonderful colors were inside of Julie. What does Julie hear? She hears the birds. What does Julie see? She sees beautiful colors. And she hears songs. Songs are coming out of Julie. And flying animals, I see a rabbit. I see a pig. I see a jellyfish. And I see flowers. All of these things are inside of Julie. What does she hear? She hears the birds singing. Do you see all the colors, Gaia? What does she see? She sees beautiful colors. And she hears songs. Wonderful songs are coming out of Julie. In the beginning, Julie thought that the hole was empty. You could see the city through Julie. The wind was blowing. Shh, you could feel the cold through Julie. Monsters were coming out. But then she said, I'm going to look inside. What do I hear? What do I see? She had a beautiful world inside. All of that was inside of Julie. All she had to do was take a look. What do you see? I see a giant fish. You like to sing too, Gaia? I like to sing. I see a lot of fish. In fact, here, Julie is riding a fish. All of this is inside. Now look at the whole map. It's still really, really big. But it's so big because there's so much inside. And inside, look, Julie could fly. She could fly with balloons in the sky. Does Julie look sad now? Once Julie started to look inside, she saw wonderful things. She could hear the birds. She could see beautiful colors. She found an entire world inside. And she was so happy because she found all of these things inside of her. Inside, she has a beautiful tree with green leaves. And she realized that, can you fly too, Gaia? I can fly. I can fly too. And Julie realized that she liked to look inside. Sometimes it's nice to watch TV. Sometimes it's nice to look out the window. But sometimes it's nice to look inside because Julie has a whole world inside. What do you have inside of you? Do you look? Julie was so excited. She says, I have a hole, and I look inside, and there's a whole world inside of me. Do you remember what we found? What Julie found? She had birds. She saw colors. She found the ocean. And she went to outer space. And she was so happy. She says, I have to tell somebody. I have so much inside of me. I have so much inside of me. I have to tell somebody. If you found birds and rainbows and fish and music inside of you, would you keep it all inside? Or do you want to give it away? So Julie says, come, look, look. And she tells all of her friends, come, look, look. And she realized that everybody had a hole too. And everybody had a wonderful world inside of them. See, he has a hole. And the dog has a hole too. And so people could look inside and take things out and they could give it to somebody else. What do you mean? Like take out a sandwich and give it to you? No. See, he's playing music. He takes it out and he gives his music to somebody else. She's cooking something delicious. She takes it out and she gives it to somebody else. And so people can take things out from inside. I can take something out of me and give it to you. You can take something out of you and you can give it to me. And so everybody decided, oh, I have something to share too. I have wonderful things inside of me, and I want to share them with you. And little by little, remember in the beginning that the hole was so big. When our friend Julie found the hole, see how big it was? It was a very big hole. She was very sad. And the more she tried to put things in, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Remember when she tried to eat all the cupcakes and the hole just kept getting bigger and bigger? But what happens when you take things out? If you try to put things in the hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But what if you start taking things out? Which is what Julie did. Julie said, I have so much inside. I want to give it to you. And the hole became smaller and smaller, smaller. But not too small, just big enough so that Julie could look inside. So the hole is always there, but it's small enough so that you can look inside and take out things and share them with other people. And the hole was big enough, as I said, so Julie could look inside whenever she wanted. So she would never forget everything that she had inside. Isn't that a great story? I love that story. And this way, the world inside of Julie continues to grow. It continues to grow. Why do you think Julie had a hole? It's a very interesting idea. Why did she have a hole? I don't know. I know that one day she woke up and it was there. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I have a big hole right there. And maybe sometimes it happens to you. What do you do when you have a hole? Isn't that a great story, Guy? I hope you like it. Remember, the hole, it's not a hole to jump in. It's a hole to look inside. And to remember all the wonderful things you have inside. Maybe you have music. Maybe you have stories. I have a lot of stories inside of me. Maybe you have a lot of colors. You'll have a whole new world in there. But take the time and look and see what's inside. And then you can take it out and you can give it to somebody else. And then they'll take something out of them and they can give it to you. So it's not a bad thing to have a hole. The bad thing is to not look inside. Wasn't that a wonderful story? I like that story. And in fact, I was a little bit sad today that after reading the story and after seeing Julie and seeing all the wonderful things she had inside, it makes me want to look inside too. Thank you, Gaia. I'm glad you liked my stories. I love telling stories and I love to listen to stories. So maybe today, because today is a beautiful, beautiful day, stop and take a look inside. And maybe next time we have our story circle, you can tell me what you see inside. Thank you, Andrea. I want to thank everyone for coming to the story circle today. I love telling stories and I love listening to stories. But a story is not a story if no one is there to listen. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon. And remember, I'll be back again on Wednesday. I'll be back again on Wednesday at 4 o'clock because 4 o'clock is story time. And if you want to hear a story, then join the story circle too, and we can tell another story. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.